Beats the God. Beats the God and bless them again.
Hey y'all, it's your boy Candy, and you're now tuned in to Beauty with Candy. And like I always say, I ain't a hairstylist, I ain't a nail tech, and I ain't a makeup artist. I'm just a bitch out here trying to pull some niggas, and I've had to learn a few things along the way. So, if that works for you, then stay tuned. Oh my God, I'm so excited to be here with you guys today. Welcome to Beauty with Kenzie. I haven't did that makeup tutorial in way too long, but I'm here now. And not only am I back, with my makeup tutorials, I had recently went makeup shopping, so I'm back with some new products. All exciting products, some old, some new, but just all exciting. I can't wait to, share them and do a makeup tutorial with them today. First and foremost, y'all know I had to re-up on my Fenty foundation. I love it. Love Fenty foundation. This is the Pro Filter Soft Matte Longwear Foundation, and I got it in the color 480. I think last time I got my Fenty, I was a shade kind of off, but I think it's kind of oxidizes because it still works. But when I was in Sephora, I color matched it perfectly, I think. So we'll see. Again, that's in 480. I also got the concealers. I got dark and light Fenty concealers. Yay. The dark one is in 498. The light one is in 385, and of course I'm going to be highlighting and contouring with these. So I just wanted a full Fenty face, you know what I mean? A full face vibe. Yeah, that makes sense. So oh my gosh, so I've never really been a big primer person, and I feel like that's kind of been some of my problems sometimes. Like, when you get in the club, your face starts sweating, or it's just like, what's going on? Sometimes you need a better primer. So when I was in Sephora, the lady introduced me to, I guess, a really popular primer right now. I did my research on it, and it's really big out in the makeup world. It's called Milk Hydro Grip Primer Base. And when I swatched it, it kind of had like a little stickiness to it. And she said it helps kind of set the makeup more. So we gonna see. How can I forget? Y'all know I had to get some trophy wife. Like I said, I wanted a full 50 face. Not like, no skin makeup in this. I'm gonna go back and buy some more her products. They're a little high. They good, they worth it, pay for what you get, but I couldn't get everything at once. Okay, so these is my oldie but goodie eyebrow go-to when I know I'm gonna go pull some niggas. Like when I know I'm getting to the niggas, I always use Anastasia. However, don't worry, I know these are a little more expensive too. Here go a $1 Wet n Wild pencil that I done pulled so many niggas with. So, you know what I mean? If y'all can't afford this, you can still do this one. But yeah, this is the brow definer, and I got both colors, the granite and the ebony. The granite is the really dark one. The really dark one is basically damn near black, and then ebony is, brown. So you never know what kind of look, like depending on my hair or my contacts I'm wearing, I might gotta switch up my brow, so I got two. But yeah. Oh my God. This is the product I'm most excited about. My James Charles palette. Now, y'all already know, even though it's been a minute since I did my makeup tutorial, I think the last few I was doing, I used Morphe eyeshadows. I love Morphe eyeshadows, but when I was walking in, crazy story, I had just bought a bunch of brushes from Morphe on the website because I was being too lazy and didn't want to go in, but then I found out there was an actual store out here in Atlanta. So, okay, I went to the store. Wait, that's not how the story went. I did go to the store, but before I went to the store, I went to Ulta, and I didn't realize Ulta had a Morphe section. I saw this palette, swatched it. Oh my God, the colors are so bright. You guys are gonna love this one. And yeah, so I swatched it, and I immediately had to throw it in the bag. So I can't wait to use this. I love James Charles. So yeah, and then this is a really popular eyeshadow base everybody is using. When I was at Morphe, he recommended it to me, so we gonna see what it's called. I mean, what it do, like, I don't know. It's called the P. the P. Louise Base 2. We'll see what it do. I just want my eyeshadows to really pop, and they told me this to help it pop. Cause I was like, I don't want to be doing all that blending and stuff. Like, I need my colors to show. They said this will help, so I got it too. What else? I know I'm missing something. Oh, I'm also extremely excited about. Where'd it go? Oh, I'm also extremely excited about these two bad boys right here too, because I'm trying to step my cut crease game up. My cut crease history is already phenomenal, but there's always room for improvement. And when I was at Morphe, the guy recommended this small oval lip brush. It's the Morphe 4 170M oval Tackline lip brush. And then when I was in MAC, because I was struggling to find a bigger cut crease brush like this, because I love brushes like this to cut my crease. And I just, for some reason, couldn't find one by itself. Found it at MAC. It's the $195. I never really buy stuff from MAC, but I heard they got good brushes. So I'm like, maybe MAC got it. And they did. Never spent this much money on a brush, but healthy is worth it. Yeah. Okay, first we're gonna get started with our eyeshadow base. We're gonna just take that with like a flat brush or whatever brush you prefer and just outline the bottom of your eyebrow and drag the product down. And we just gonna use this to cover the entire eyelid where the eyeshadow gonna go. And then take like a dense brush and just kind of blend it all out. Make sure you cover everything because you don't know where no eyeshadow gonna hit. You want to make sure it's all primed. You know what I'm saying? Do the same thing for the other side. Yay, now to the eyeshadow. Oh my gosh. First we're gonna go in with the yellow. This is gonna serve as like a transition color. This is just gonna go just real on the outskirts of the shadows, but just to try to help marry them all. I'm going for like a more warm. Honestly, I didn't know what I was going for. I was just freestyling, but it ended up being like a warm set of transition colors and just like a pop of that purple on the lid. So to tie that all in, we're gonna get started with the yellow first. And just throw it on there. We're going to have to clean under the brow, so don't try to be too clean or too neat. Just throw it in there. Then we're going to go with a shade a little darker with just like this orangish color. Definitely an orange, like a tangerine. And then just go a little bit lower. I don't know if y'all can tell, but as you can see, I went in like a little smaller brush, and I'm kind of going a little bit under that yellow because you don't want to really cover what you just did, but you want to blend it in there, if that makes sense. Yeah. Now I'm going to take like a little bit of a smaller, more detailed brush because I'm going in with some a little bit darker. And look at my thinking face. I end up choosing this reddish color. Yeah, there you go. Reddish, oranges. And I hope you guys can kind of see where we're going. It's just kind of giving it like just a smooth, blended type of color. And it's really because I'm using a few different colors to marry them all together. Instead of just, 3 different random colors. Like, nah, these colors are different shades of each other. So that's what's kind of giving it that super blended look. Yeah. Real ombre effect. So, yeah, I kind of went back in with a little bit of that orange. A lot of times when you do eyeshadow, sometimes you might have to go in and retouch up an area. That's why I try to use separate brushes for each color. But, yeah, I had to clean up a little bit of that orange. And I'm going back with a little bit of more of that red, so it's a little more pigmented. And yeah, you see it, you know the vibes. A little bit more of that orange. I'm really picky about making sure all my eyeshadows blended, so a lot of times y'all gonna make sure, y'all gonna see me kind of go back a few times, like to make sure it's right. But so I'm gonna try out the big brush. with the eyeshadow primer. I don't know. I kind of felt like it was a little too big, but then I went in with the smaller one, and though the smaller one kind of helped details, I almost felt like this was too small. I don't know, y'all. Bear with me. I ain't did a cut crease in a minute, y'all, so just bear with me. But just carve it out to the best of your abilities. Okay, and do the same thing on the opposing eye. As you can see, I kind of went too wide of a cut crease with this little brush. But no worries, I just took one of the brushes that had a little bit of product left over on it and just blended in place. So, you know, voila, back to normal. Whenever you carving out your cut crease, it could be a very stressful thing. Boo, do not let it stress you out because you can easily clean up any mess. I had to learn that after a while because you just get so stressed and tense. Boo, don't do that. Relax, hit a blunt. You know what I mean? Whatever calms your nerves and just do the best of your abilities. I kept messing up on this eye. And this eye, honestly, for me, I thought ended up being a better eyeshadow wise. But, you know, just follow along. Then I went in on the outer corners with like a fuchsia. It's like a pinkish purplish color. I wanted some that was gonna kind of tie in to my lid color. At this point, I knew I was gonna go in with the purple, so I wanted something that was gonna kind of, like complement it, which I thought it looked like it complimented to me. I love this lid color, by the way. Oh, it's so pretty. Alrighty, so then we're going to go in with a deeper purple on the outer corner. Yeah. And of course, I'm just applying color, going back, blending. I just want to make sure it's all very seamless. This is definitely not a look you want to rush. Just take your time with it. Then I just went in with a little, my bad. I went in with a little bit of shimmer, like a highlight kind of color. I mixed the gold and the silver just to make my tear duct pop a little bit. Alrighty, so now for the wing liner, I'm going to be using a liquid lipstick from the Crayon K. Shout out to Suba. But yeah, all I did was put a little bit of it on my hand and use an angle brush and just apply it just like an eyeliner. Oh, that's so cute. I'm obsessed with color liner, y'all. Like, I'm so in love with color liner. And for those of you guys wondering what color liquid lipstick this is, it is called Presidential by Crayon Case. Again, it's called Presidential. Alrighty, so now we're going to go in with our Anastasia Brow Definer. I chose to go with the granite one, being that I had black hair. So first I underline the brow, and then I outline the top of the brow. And then we're just going to spoolie in the product in the center. I don't really apply that much product in the middle unless needed, because with this, it's so pigmented. Once you outline it and you spoolie the product up or down, you got enough. But of course, you're going to have a few parts where you fill in. Just long story short, don't make no thick, full-ass eyebrows. It's just kind of, work your way up. Sometimes when you carve them out, you got to make them full just so you can kind of get the illusion, really get the illusion they give it. And then, of course, your spoolie is your best friend. And again, this is just outlining them, so if they're not perfect, don't worry, we're going to get them perfect. Or at least close to it. Alrighty, so now I'm concealing my brows. I didn't use my Fenty concealer. I just grabbed a concealer palette that I've been using a lot lately. I got it from the beauty supply store. I'm going to eventually show y'all it later in the tutorial, but it got a lot of different colors, and for some reason, I just love this color under my brow, and I was like, okay. This is what we're using today for the underbrow. So as y'all can see, I went in with the concealer, and I'm gonna find like a little dense brush you see right here and just kind of pat it in place. As you can see, I didn't lose too much of the shadow, but I'm gonna go back in with some more yellow and just fill it in, just blend in place. Don't drag that concealer no further. You do not want that nowhere near your cut crease and none of that. Oh, we just spent all that hard work. It's easy to kind of replace a color or two, but you don't want it to take over your whole eyeshadow. And really pigmented concealer could do that. So that's why I just made sure I was blending in place. Okay, yeah, so now I'm gonna go back in with a little eyeshadow colors, I believe. Oh, no, okay, yeah. So right here, carved them bad boys out. With that same palette, I went in with another concealer that was a little closer to my skin complexion. I hate when people outline a top brow with the same color they use as the bottom. I can't do it. It works wonders for some people, not me. I like to conceal the top part of my brow with a color that is similar to my skin complexion. As you guys see me doing here, I'm like, work smarter, not harder. I don't got time to be trying to blend out no white concealer from the top of my brow because I just wanted to. No, I don't got time for that, no. See, going in with a little bit of the yellow. Looks so cute. You see how that yellow just, again, on top of it, just going back with a little bit, just kind of set all them colors off. And I went in with a tad bit of orange. And this is where you got kind of do your final tease on your eyeshadow, because it's now time to put on the lashes. And yes, these are Mink 25mm lashes. Go hard or go home. I swear I did a pair of these type of lashes one time, and I ain't been able to do a regular pair of lashes since. I feel like they just really make your face pop. I love it. Go in with your mascara of your choice. Yeah. Alrighty, so now let's move on to my face. I'm going in with this Milk Hydro Base Primer. And the moment it touched my skin, I don't know if y'all saw my face, it just felt so good. I love the way it feels, I ain't gonna lie. So just put a little bit, not too much, all over your face. And there goes that palette I was telling y'all about. I used the red and orange, I mix them together. And I kind of color correct my my chin area. Because, you know, orange and red cancels out black. So just make sure my 5 o'clock is not peeking through. You know what I mean? Alrighty, so as y'all can see, I'm applying the Fenty all over my face. I used a big ass brush. I don't know why I did that. I used it. And then I went in with my beauty blender. See, I'm going in with a smaller brush here. Yeah, just get all in there and blend. Now it's time to highlight. So I'm going to highlight the temples of my face. So under my eyes, forehead, in the center. I like to do my bottom chin, and of course under my contour, where my contour gonna go. I always highlight first before I contour. It just works better for me. Again, with this product, you don't want to blend it down too much. Try to blend it in place. But don't worry, that concealer is going to kind of go up against it. The contour is going to go up against it. The dark color we about to go in with. So any harsh lines in this stage, don't worry about it. Because we got a set with powder. We got a lot to, worry about. So this is the part where you just try to get this as blended as possible. Because you do not want no unblended concealer under your eyes. Or nowhere for your highlight, you know what I'm saying? Basically, beat the fuck out your face, bitch. Just pat. Yeah. And then again, I love a little detailed brush. I went in with that same little brush that I was patting in place under my eyebrows. And I just kind of made sure my under eye was blended in a few areas. As y'all can see, I'm going in with a shade a little darker. I like how this is not too dark for me. I like how it's darker. It gives a very natural kind of contrast. And I'm here for it. Because sometimes it's like you'll use a color too dark and it just look like, ugh. And no, I'm not trying to give the drag queenie look. So I'm glad that this gave a real natural. I'm a bad bitch. And plus I have my deep curl on. So I'm trying to give real Puerto Rican, mommy, Dominican type of vibes. And that's a very soft vibe. And I feel like this concealer, this contour, yeah, it really helped that. Yeah. Alright, so we're going to bring out our nose contour. I'm a really big fan of a nose contour, even though I'm still perfecting it. But I think I did a great nose contour, y'all. So stay tuned. Y'all saw how I outlined the nose. Wait till you see how I highlighted, because I haven't highlighted yet. I always highlight my nose last. I don't know why. Even though I highlight the rest of my face first. I don't know. I'm backwards. I know. Alrighty, so this is a setting powder from a beauty supply store. I like it because it's close to my skin complexion. It's not like white or anything. So yeah, my dark skin baddies such as myself, I recommend getting a brownish. I mean, I've seen some people make white work. Again, if that works for you, that works for you. But I recommend getting a tan one with a red undertone. And then as you can see, I'm highlighting my nose now with a very small detail brush. It's like a very small brush. But I'm highlighting that. And I always love blending out my nose highlight with my finger. I don't know why. I like to just take it down the bridge of my nose and just, yeah, it works best for me. Y'all remember that little dollar pencil I told y'all about Wet n Wild? Well, I took that and I lined my lip with it. It's a great lip liner when you want to go for like a brown outline, but you don't want it too dark. I'm not trying to give a chola vibe. I do not want no black lip liner right now. But I definitely want my lips to be defined, and that pencil does it for me every time. Put a little lipstick in the middle and a little gloss. I was trying to go for a subtle lip. All right, now let's blend out all of that powder with a dense brush and just kind of pat it in place and wipe it off your face. One trick I've learned that really, I don't know if it's just for dark skin, but it works for me great. It really helped bring in my contour and make it look more natural is blush, even though I hate blush. It just makes it look so much more natural. I didn't have a blush close, so I just used that same brush that I was using to color correct my chin with. It had some more red product on there, and I just used that as a blush. But here y'all see, I'm going in with my trophy. Why you can get into that highlight? I'm gonna let that highlight speak for itself. Yeah, I'm gone, y'all. Enjoy looking at my highlight, bitch. Okay, so this is the finished look. Took forever, and my phone is running out of space, so let's get to it. I'm desperate. I'm just crazy in love with the final look. When it comes to the brushes, the cut crease brushes, it's weird because I was trying to see which one I was gonna like to cut the crease more. And it's actually kind of neither. I feel like this is too small, this is too big. Love the Fenty foundation and concealer combo. I'm obsessed. I don't think I'll ever be able to go back to anything else. I like this a lot. You just gotta know how to really use this consistency. So I'm gonna work with it a little bit. It's like a little part like right there or something. I don't know what happened, but I'm not trying to mess it up anymore, so. They twins, but they're not identical. You know what I mean? So, I am in love with this palette. Definitely one of my top 3 favorite palettes right now. Definitely worth as big as heck, and it's like $39. It's definitely worth it. I covered everything. And the primer, yes, it looks like it just melted into my skin more, and I love it. So, yeah. I hope I was able to help you in your makeup journey, because it's a never-ending journey. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already, and make sure you like my Facebook page if you haven't already, and make sure you follow me on the gram and Twitter if you haven't already. Follow me everywhere. I'm gonna pop up everywhere. So I love you guys. Until next time.